Welcome. In today's video, we're going to take a quick look at the most popular programs for first-time homebuyers in Tampa. If you have any questions, please reach out to us 7 days a week by visiting coasttocoastlending.com or call us at 904-810-2293. First, we'll look at probably the most popular program out there for first-time buyers, and that would be an FHA loan. An FHA is a government-backed mortgage that's offered through approved lenders and banks. The main draw to FHA is the low down payment option. FHA only requires a 3.5% down payment, and this down payment can be gifted to the home buyer through eligible sources like a family member. The program is not reserved for only first-time home buyers. Move-up buyers can also apply and be eligible for the program. There is no class or education requirements that are required to apply for an FHA loan. And another benefit is that the home seller is allowed to pay most of the buyer's closing costs too. This even limits the out-of-pocket expense more for the home buyer. FHA, very similar to all the other government loan programs that we'll talk about, is a safe and secure fixed rate loan. It does have the most popular option being a 30-year fixed loan. There is no time requirement on how long a home buyer must live in a home, and there is no early payoff penalties with this program or with any other government loans. You can sell your home and move anytime you please. There's also some great refinance options too for homeowners that currently have an FHA loan that maybe want to refinance and take advantage of the historic low interest rates that are available today. USDA rural housing, again, another government program that's offered through the United States Department of Agriculture. It's through approved lenders and banks, just like FHA loans, and this loan provides a number of homeownership opportunities with no down payment. It is 100% financing. USDA is actually one of the few remaining mortgages that still allow a buyer to purchase a home with zero money down. The USDA program is great for families looking for modest housing in approved locations outside of Tampa. Again, the key to the USDA program is going to be that it's offered only in select locations that are still deemed rural. Most of the locations outside of immediate Tampa would not be eligible, but there are still some outlying areas around Tampa that certainly would be eligible. And when you see the word rural, it doesn't necessarily need to be way out in the country somewhere. You'd be surprised what's still considered rural. But some areas in Pasco County, Manatee County, they do still have some eligible areas. Not so much though in Hillsborough, and definitely not in Pinellas County. This program, again, just like the other government loans, is offered through approved lenders and banks. The advantages, again, for a USDA loan is that it does offer still 100% financing. The program is not reserved exclusively for first-time home buyers. There is no class or education requirements that need to be satisfied in it before applying. The seller is allowed to pay closing costs on behalf of the buyer, again, limiting the out-of-pocket expense to the home buyer. Safe and secure 30-year fixed interest rates, and there is no time requirements on how long one must live in the home, and there is no early payoff penalty, meaning you can move and sell the home at any point without penalty. The USDA, though, has really, there's the two things for qualifying. Again, the home must be physically located in a USDA approved area. There is a map online through USDA and Rural Housing where you can input a property address and check to see if that property is in fact eligible or in an eligible location. It's not really tied to who's selling the home. The home you purchase can be any regular real estate listing or maybe a for sale by owner. That's not important. It's really where it's physically located that's important. USDA also does has household income limits, and this depends on the size of the household and which county you're located in. We can help you look up the income limits for your household. Generally, for a household of 1 to 4 people in Florida, most of the time the income limits for gross income for the household, the limit is in the 80s, somewhere in the mid 80,000 range. Applicants will generally need a 620 credit score for most lenders to be approved for the maximum 100% financing. Stable 2-year employment history with no unexplainable gaps in employment. Must be able to properly document income and assets. These are all full documentation loans where you have to document your income through pay stubs and W-2s and or tax returns if you're self-employed, and it must be a U.S. citizen. The VA loan, this is a wonderful option and unquestionably the best option if you are an approved and eligible veteran or active military. The VA does have their program, again, that is offered through approved lenders and banks, and it provides a number of homeownership opportunities with no down payment needed. And VA, along with USDA, are probably the only 2 programs around today that still allow home purchase with 0 money down. Again, VA loans or guaranteed loans are made by lenders and banks and mortgage companies to eligible vets to purchase their own primary residence, primary home. Qualified veterans, they need to obtain their certificate of eligibility, okay, or their COE. And if you do not have that or don't know how to obtain that, we can certainly help you with it. It's a simple process. VA loan advantages, again, 100% financing. VA does not have any monthly mortgage insurance, or PMI, as most people know that term. That's a great advantage for VA. The program, again, is not reserved just for first-time home buyers. There is no class or education requirements. Veterans that have used their VA eligibility in the past to purchase a home, they can use that for a second time. The seller is allowed to pay closing costs, and with VA, there's actually certain closing costs that have to be paid by the seller. VA has some protections in place for that. It's a low fixed rate terms. You have assorted fixed rate terms with the VA loan. And again, just like all the other government programs, government-backed programs, there is no time requirement on how long you must live in the home, and there is no early payoff penalty. Pre-approval time is very quick with VA loan. In most of these programs, generally it takes minutes just to go speak with a loan advisor and get pre-approved. It's a very quick process. Coast to Coast also offers other conventional low down payment options up to 97%. And there are certain, depending on your county, there may be certain down payment assistance programs available in your area. If you have any questions, again, please visit us at coasttocoastlending.com or call us at 904-810-2293. Thank you for listening.